All right, all right. Welcome back. It is Legally Blind Journal number 31. So, 31 weeks of journaling the journey from full visual acuity to legally blind. Yeah, so kind of what's going on. We, my biggest frustration still is the inability just to go out and do what I'm looking to do when I want to do it. A lot of times, because it requires transportation. So, excited that we're moved up our relocation plans. So, be on the farm much sooner, within a couple of months if everything goes smoothly here. That'll help a lot. That way, I'm antsy when the sun rises or before. I have the ability to go out and do some things here and there. So I'm looking forward to that quite a bit. Had some good successes. If you're one of the people listening or watching that battles headaches, migraines with the vision issues, the counselor's suggestion of taking a few more breaks and actually trying to take them. And then also making sure to do eye drops many times a day, really has helped. It's not a fluke. It seems that it definitely has continued to help. I had been back up to 6 or 7 migraine incidents a week, and since doing the eye drops and trying to be reasonable and realistic with myself, back down to 3-ish, I'll call it. Sometimes it's a little more and sometimes a little less, but roughly that. So, hey, basically cut it in half. So really happy with that. I'm really happy that the counselors made that recommendation. I never would have thought of it. The simple explanation they gave was that when you're blind on really any level, you're still trying to get that visual input, so your eyes are staying open longer than when you're not, and essentially you don't blink as much, and that dries it out. And then those the drying of the eyes, as well as trying to focus and stare on something that'll never come into real view, creates a situation that those headaches can really fester. So it makes good logical sense. I would have never thought about it. So if you're struggling with that, I would definitely recommend give yourself some regular old eye drops. I'm doing mine about every hour or two, depending. This is not medical advice, so go ask your doctors, but it's just what's working for me. So I'm pretty happy with that. And I'll tell you, I'm working on clearing the farmland there, and look, there's mistakes made that wouldn't have been made when I was didn't had my full visual acuity. I admit to that. Nothing earth shattering. I mean, kind of not great, but I was dragging some trees out. Fell over them a couple of times because I can't see where to put my feet properly. And everywhere else on the farm, I've taken the time, mapped it out in my head. I know where every stump and every divot and every hill is. And I know that sounds funny on a 10-acre place, but everywhere that I traverse is memorized. Well, this is new ground, so it's not memorized. Also, we've dropped a bunch of trees, so it's a war zone. So I tripped and fell and cut myself up pretty good and stuff like that. That's gonna happen. I'm being as careful as I can, but I can't see it, so it is what it is. And then I thought I had chained up some trees correctly, but I choked down on them too much. It's my own fault. I mean, so sometimes I forget. You forget you're blind. I mean, you're blind, but you forget what it means sometimes, and at least that's true with me. And so, I looked at where it's putting the chain. I looked down the trunk of the tree and assessed that it was at the right spot. I didn't walk it. I didn't reach out and feel it. I relied on my eyes, and that was the mistake. When I'm at full visual acuity, that was perfectly fine. But where I'm at now, my eyes lie to me. They lie to me a lot. And I remember that normally. Well, I didn't. So I chained up these trees. Didn't realize how choked up I was because my eyes lied to me about how far it was from the end to where I was. When I picked them up, they swung and put a hole in the front grille of the tractor. Luckily, didn't damage anything in there, just tore a hole in the heavy plastic grill. So I'm probably going to need to replace that with something metal because there'll probably be other times I forget that, I can't believe my eyes. But, once that happened, I, for the rest of the time, paced it out. I felt from the chain to the end of the tree to verify. And I will tell you, more times than not, my eyes were lying. The distance was not what my eyes said they were. And that's always a tricky thing when we're driving down the road. My spouse is driving and my eyes are telling me the cars are either way far away and I'm wondering, well, why doesn't she go? Or my eyes are telling me while we're going, we're about to get hit. And what I've had to train myself to do is just keep my mouth shut and trust her because my eyes are lying to me. So that's just something I'm having to remember and deal with. Also, I've found that driving down the road, I'm keeping my eyes closed quite a bit now because all the visual information that's not right and also it's completely out of focus is contributing to headaches if we're driving around. So just keeping my eyes closed seems to help quite a bit with that, obviously. So working through, finding new ways to do old things. I mean, just literally riding down to the store, the new way is I keep my eyes closed majority of the time. While we're moving along, and it helps knock the headaches back, and where I can, still have a decent conversation, but it also helps me to avoid those visual inputs that are lies, and have the heart attack because we're about to get T-boned when we're really not, or get frustrated because we're sitting at a crossroad for way too long when we're really not. And that was one thing that I had to learn because I didn't realize that they were lying to me. And that took me a few weeks to figure it out. And you would think you'd know that just instinctually or without taking a few weeks to figure it out. Well, you'd be wrong. So things are going pretty well. Having to, continue to find new ways to do old things, but so far, the knock on wood, they're holding around that 12 to 13 inches for being able to read and make it out if it's large enough print. Got the major headaches down again to 3-ish a week. That's not talking about the minors. I mean, the minors are pretty much a lot. I'm sitting here with a minor right now. And it's partly because I was trying to watch some stuff on YouTube, and just chill out a little bit. And, stress and strain on the eyes like that does not like. So, to that end, my biggest thing there is I just got to keep on figuring these things out and keep questioning the inputs that the eyes are providing because it's faulty a lot of times. So slowing down a little bit and triple checking things and taking the right breaks and doing the eye drops definitely are what's working for me. Keeping the eyes closed going down the road, it's working for me. And then as I am doing physical activities, remembering and reminding myself that I cannot trust the information being provided by the eyes. I have to trust but verify, verify it physically. And generally that's making a big difference. But it's a learning curve, and I'll keep learning. So, at any rate, hopefully some of those tips help somebody else out there struggling with it, and we'll keep on keeping on. Y'all be good out there. Peace out, Girl Scout.